world, and welcome to the Men and Women Thought of the Week. I am Andre Young, the founder of Men and Women Evolving Now, and first I'd like to take a second to explain to you what men and women stand for. Men stands for Men Evolving Now, and women stands for Women Evolving Now. And today I'd like to talk to you about conversation. Yesterday I was in the car and I was listening to a broadcast, and a gentleman was talking about conversation. And it was so sad how predictable our conversations can be. We all have friends, acquaintances, coworkers, partners, family, that we know how the conversation is going to go before we even speak to them. It's the same script every time, whether it's because we're talking about our work, whether it's we're talking about their lives, our lives, whatever it is, we kind of know the script. And from a marriage perspective or living with someone or in a relationship perspective, what I've known in my experience and, dealing with numerous men and women of all backgrounds, when you get home, you're going to talk about one of three things. You're going to talk about your day at work, you're going to talk about kids, and you're going to talk about finances. And all of those things go along with the day and could be a great conversation, but boy, does it get boring. And kids and finances are the number one and two cause of unhappiness in relationships. Not so much having them or having to deal with them, but the stress that comes along with it. So what I love about men and women, our social clubs, our forums, our daily quote and question of the day, is that it really inspires different conversation. When we talk about our topics in the forum, I run the men forum when my wife, Sarah, runs the women forum, our college division, Young's Men and Women Evolving Now, our facilitators and our interns. Our whole focus on having conversation is one, to talk about it positively, participate as much as anyone else, and really manage the time. So it's what we're talking about, but also how we're talking about it. For an example, if we were to talk about sex, we don't need to be raunchy and deal with how you like it and what you like. But when we talk about sex, we want to talk about it constructively and positively. And in the way that you're not going to talk about it at the bar with your friend or over wine with your girlfriends and things like that. So an example would be, how important is sex in your life? How has your idea of sex changed from your teenage years to your 20s, 30s, 40s, whether you're married, single, divorced, older, elderly? How do you respond as a man when you're not getting as much sex as you would like? How do you respond as a woman when you're tired and you're inundated with all of the different things and you may not feel like having sex, but feel obligated to perform or do different things? Or as a woman, you're not getting the amount of sex that you would like. So how do you respond to that? How do you communicate about getting the things that you want and need out of your sex life? Do you know your partner's desire for sex and what they might want? So as we start to talk about it, it's amazing when our youngest member in our adult forums is 21 years old. Our oldest member currently is 62. Black, white, married, single, divorced, gay, straight, you name it. So it's impossible to sit in one of these forums or listen to one of these forums and have a conversation with these men and women and not walk away a more evolved, better person on every aspect of you. And that's just one of the topics that we talk about. So I encourage you in your conversations moving forward with people that you know, people with you don't know. Change the conversation up. Have a conversation different and out of your comfort zone that you normally have. Outside of our forums, I welcome you to come evolve with us. Become a member on January 1st at our brand new website that will be available January 1st at youevolvingnow.com. That's YOU evolvingnow.com. Outside of our forums, we welcome you to come evolve with us and have a great time at our fun community events. Receive our monthly vlog, monthly life enrichment videos, access to my brand new book coming out in February called Evolve, and our quote and questions. And really use these quote and questions on a daily basis at our social media pages at facebook.com/men evolving now, and really use it. Have a glass of wine with your partner. Sit down and have a conversation other than ask a question and have a conversation you normally don't have. With your family around the dinner table. I've heard members save up the quotes and questions and go to the beach. You should never stop learning about your partner. and conversation is a huge part of that. So I thank you for tuning in today. We'll see you next week for the Men and Women Thought of the Week. Have a fantastic day and come evolve with us.